It's time to check out an absolutely gorgeous pair of Air Max 1s that came out in the spring of 2010. These shoes were released as part of the Air Max Attack Pack. And if you walked into a sneakers store in the spring of 2010, you couldn't miss this pack. It was tons of different running and training shoes in crazy wild colors. By the way, there was a great TV commercial for this pack of shoes. Go on Google and search for The Secret of Nike Air. I highly recommend it. The commercial says that the air in Nike shoes comes from Nike athletes. Back to these shoes. So I ordered this pair of shoes from Nike.com, and something that I think is kind of interesting is this shoe is full of labels and SKUs so that they could get my order right. I mean, honestly, how many barcodes does it take to be able to ship an order accurately? Over the years, I've shipped tens of thousands of shoes, and I've never needed to barcode anything like this. Nike's gotten better slowly at the distribution of shoes that sell online, but honestly, they have a long way to go. We found out in early 2015 that they're going to revamp their distribution center in Memphis by spending $300 million to upgrade things. I really hope that they can make it so that when packages are shipped to customers, it's seamless and fluid, and there aren't a whole bunch of ridiculous labels on here. Let's check out these shoes. Air Max 1s in Sport Red from the Attack Pack. I looked on eBay to see how much these shoes are going for just now. I looked up Air Max 1 Attack. You can't even find them. And the ones that are there are like $1,000. And some of those are even used. That's crazy. This shoe is beautiful. It's an all red nylon with a red patent leather swoosh. The air bubbles red in here too. Now, Nike didn't start doing colored air bubbles until the Air Max 93 with the first air bubble that went 270 degrees around. So on this, they sort of popped the color in there, even though back in the day that wasn't the case. It's really nice to have an Air Max 1 in all red like this because the original Air Max 1 was in white and red and gray. Here's a pair from the history of Air Pack. I thought it would be nice to sort of compare and contrast them. Of course, the OG one had mesh and suede. You'll see the air bubble on the history of Air Pack doesn't have that bright red color in there. But honestly, it's a nice touch to do the shoe in all red. All red shoes have been so popular lately. And even in this Air Attack Pack, it was the first time that Nike released the Air Max 2009 in bright red. And typically, if people think of an Air Attack Pack shoe in bright red, they're quick to go to that shoe. But don't forget about this one. This shoe is sick. Anyway, I got to get it out of the way, and one more little rant about the distribution of Nike shoes. So maybe it's not fair that I broke out a box that came out 5 years ago to talk about the way they were distributing shoes, but check this out. I bought these in December. I bought them for my wife, and I wouldn't even let her open the shoes because I knew that I needed to do a video on them. I just didn't know how that video was going to work out. And here it is. So I ordered this shoe from Nike.com. You can see right here, it's going to say on the label, from BRD, that's Blue Ribbon Distribution, and it's going to go to me. Before this shoe went to me, look at this. There's signature confirmation, and my shoes were shipped to Kelvin Rollerson. Who the hell is Kelvin Rollerson? Like, honestly, I went on Google as soon as I got this pair and I Googled this guy, and I came up with a MySpace page. Why is Nike shipping my shoes to somebody else before they get to me? And there's a signature confirmation, which means that this dude had to sign for my shoes before then shipping them to me. And again, here we are. This is just a few months ago. And how many labels and SKUs does Nike need to be able to ship an order? I mean, it's embarrassing. Hopefully some of this $300 million that they're spending out in Memphis will be to fix this problem because it's so amateur, like so novice. It shouldn't require any of this. The box should just say my name and should just be shipped to me. Anyway, if anyone out there has had packages shipped to Kelvin Rollerson or anyone else, please leave a comment below. I'm really curious to see why Nike's sending shoes to third parties and having the third party send it to the customer.